New word out of City Hall tonight that next year's projected deficit will be higher than expected.
That news came as petitions to put the parking lease plan on the November ballot were turned in. 9 on Your Side reporter Tom McKee begins our live team coverage with the new numbers and reaction to them. Tom?
Well, Carol, this new information came out during a special meeting of Cincinnati City Council, which was called by members P.G. Sittenfeld and Chris Seelbach. The new budget deficit estimate, $35 million, and a $10 million cost to process any layoffs that might occur if that lease deal gets on the ballot. That adds up to $45 million, and that gap has to be closed. Now, both council members pressed Budget Director Leah Erickson and Assistant City Manager David Holmes on specifics about the budget and its funding. Erickson said the parking lease would generate $92 million up front, help balance the budget not only for this year but in 2014 as well. However, if the challenge stands, 344 police officers and firefighters could be laid off, but that's not the only cuts that are being explored by the so-called Plan B.
There was $1 million of cuts to administrative departments, including the city manager, law, finance, planning, and buildings. But just to focus on law, for example, that includes positions that impact prosecution and chronic nuisances. It's not just administrative. There's also positions that cuts, in fact, community and economic development.
Now, those plus layoffs add up to only $25.6 million, so another $20 million in cuts might be needed to erase the deficit and handle the layoff costs. Of course, by law, the city has to have a balanced budget by July 1st, but since the emergency clause was taken away by Judge Robert Winkler's ruling a couple of weeks ago, it now has to be in place by June 1st. Coming up at 6, Mayor Mark Mallory had some very heated and angry words about this whole process. I'll have that story. Tom McKee, 9 on Your Side, live at Cincinnati City Hall.
Thanks, Tom. A lot of people have strong feelings about the parking lease deal, and we want to hear what you have to say about today's developments. We posted this on our Facebook page, and there's the story right there. A lot of people have already commented, and we hope you join the conversation.
The governor of